In training camp, he couldn't even go more than 4 rounds. In the 5th round, he was out and he was laying on the canvas. I can't do this. And we got like a week and a half to go into training camp. To fight week. And he's on the canvas.
Yeah, what I think that he's actually really right down. I think that 150 something now. So he's come down 157 or something at the moment. So he's come down. He's dropped his weight down. So he's doing well.
Early this morning.
Yeah.
When you knock on my...
And there it is, straight from the father's mouth. Henry Garcia isn't just talking, he's dropping a bomb. He's telling the world that Conor Benn couldn't survive 5 rounds against Ryan in sparring. Dropped. On the canvas. Done. This is Ryan Garcia's own dad leaking what happened behind closed doors, and it is absolutely brutal for Benn.
You get a performance like this, you know that's superstardom right there, because all the things that he's been going through and all the haters that have been throwing stuff at him, try to handle that kind of stuff in your mind. Try to sleep at night knowing that you got some serious haters out there.
Henry isn't finished. He's back with more, and he's making sure everyone knows exactly what kind of monster his son is in that gym. Conor Benn couldn't handle Ryan in sparring. Henry is literally describing Conor Benn getting cracked so hard that there were concerns his head was broken. Let that sink in. Ryan Garcia split Conor's skull open in sparring, and Henry is casually talking about it like it's Tuesday. Adrenaline carried Benn through the moment, but the damage was already done.
When he cracked him, he cracked him.
Top of the
He
head,
hit the top of the head. He got a heart with a big head, right? So he pump. He's like, oh. But then, the adrenaline kicks in. So you're not going to feel that pain. He might feel that pain tomorrow, but I don't think it's broken because he's like this. So
Ryan Garcia is not scared. He is not nervous. He is not even serious. He's laughing about this fight. When you're visualizing spanking your opponent instead of surviving him, that tells you everything about the confidence level inside Camp Garcia. Conor Benn is not a threat in Ryan's mind. He's a joke.
They're gonna be all thinking he's gonna spank me, blah, 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 all this shit.
Right.
And when I get in there and I start hitting him, it's gonna be a whole, because I'm not one of those fighters that don't have a quick eye. He knows that my eye is quick. He like, I have that same.
Eddie Hearn looked at this press conference and everything surrounding this fight and delivered a verdict that completely supports everything Henry Garcia put Conor Benn on notice about. Eddie Hearn said Ryan Garcia is simply too sharp for Benn at welterweight, and there is a clear difference in levels between these two men. When a promoter of Eddie Hearn's experience watches a press conference where a father publicly guarantees his son knocks you out and then agrees with that assessment, it tells you the boxing world is aligned on one outcome here.
I just feel like Ryan's just too sharp, and I think there's a difference in levels between a Ryan Garcia and a Regis Prograis right now, you know what I mean? And I think if Ryan goes in with...
Eddie Hearn said he cannot find a single way Conor Benn beats Ryan Garcia at welterweight, and that assessment coming straight after Henry Garcia stood at a press conference and publicly guaranteed a knockout carries enormous weight. Eddie Hearn promotes Conor Benn, and even he is sitting there telling the world this is the wrong weight class for Benn to be challenging Ryan Garcia in.
In terms of that fight, I think it's a good fight. I don't think it's a big fight in America. I think it's a big fight in the UK. Obviously, Ryan's a big star in America, Conor's not. Ryan's a bigger star in the UK than Conor is in America, and Conor's a big star in the UK. So, yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I don't see a way he beats Ryan Garcia at 147.
Spencer Oliver gave Conor Benn a slim chance, and then immediately explained why even that slim chance is built on a very unstable foundation. For years away from welterweight means Benn's body has adapted to bigger weight classes, and coming back down is not simply a matter of cutting weight on a scale. Spencer Oliver is pointing at the exact vulnerability that Henry Garcia identified when he stood at that press conference and put Conor Benn on notice.
You have to give him a chance, but it's
Probably quite a slim one. Yeah, but listen, it's about opportunity, and we don't know. Conor Benn's been craving for this world title fight. He's been calling it out for a long time. The thing that concerns me, Paul, is when you go up to 160 pound, the super middleweight division, and then you're coming back down to welterweight, you're the division that you used to compete in, but you haven't been there for 4 years. You haven't made that weight for 4 years. I think your body adjusts and acclimatizes to a certain weight division. And I think it's
Gareth A. Davies said he is afraid Conor Benn gets knocked out by Ryan Garcia, and that is the same outcome Henry Garcia stood at a press conference and guaranteed publicly to Benn's face. Gareth A. Davies flagged Ryan Garcia's left hook as the specific weapon that makes this fight so dangerous for Benn at welterweight. Henry Garcia told his son if the shot is there, then take it, and Gareth A. Davies is telling the entire boxing world that shot is absolutely there, waiting to be taken the moment Benn walks into Ryan Garcia's range.
Really struggled at the weight. He's going to struggle against Garcia, who is a massive puncher at welterweight with both left and right hooks, notably that left hook. It's a dangerous fight for him. I think it'll deliver all the way to the fight, but I'm afraid I think he'll get knocked out by Ryan Garcia unless he knocks Garcia out himself. I want to see Devin Haney in with Ryan Garcia as well in the rematch.
Carl Froch said Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered and does not have a single chance against Ryan Garcia. Carl Froch dismantled Benn's entire resume and found nothing inside it that suggests he belongs in the same ring as Ryan Garcia at welterweight. Henry Garcia put Conor Benn on notice at the press conference, and Carl Froch is now putting the entire boxing world on notice that Henry Garcia's guarantee is not arrogance. It is an accurate and honest assessment of exactly what is about to happen on fight night in Las Vegas.
Conor Benn against Ryan Garcia, I think Conor Benn gets absolutely splattered. I've got to be honest, I don't think he's got a chance. He's not there yet, and I've said it before, and he gets the ump with me for saying it. But who's he beat? What's he done? Who's his biggest win?
Chris Eubank.
Yeah, but and who's the other kid he beat? Was it Algeria?
Yeah, but he was 43.
Eubank, you can't say it's a big win. This guy finished Eubank years ago. And
Ryan Garcia promised to leave Conor Benn on a stretcher and said this is not a boxing match, but a fight to destroy someone's life completely. Henry Garcia told Conor Benn at the press conference that Ryan is 100% and will knock you out. Now Ryan Garcia himself is explaining in the most graphic and serious terms possible exactly what that 100% version of him is prepared to do inside that ring on fight night. This is not trash talk. This is a statement of intent from a man whose father is standing right behind him, guaranteeing the same outcome.
I promise you I'm leaving him in a stretcher. I promise you I'm leaving him in a stretcher. If I gotta bite his ass, I'm leaving him in a stretcher. If I gotta twist his arm and break his arm in the ring, I will. This is not a fight to me, dog. I mean, this is not a boxing match. This is a fight. I'm coming to destroy his life. And if you think I'm playing around, well, people have died.
Ryan Garcia announced this fight on The Tonight Show and confirmed it is deeply personal between him and Conor Benn. Wade Plemons laid out a fight night in Las Vegas sitting alongside Canelo on the same global stage, and that tells you exactly how seriously the boxing world is treating what Henry Garcia promised at that press conference. This is not a small fight on a small platform. Henry Garcia put Conor Benn on notice in front of the world, and now the world is tuning in to find out whether that notice turns into exactly the knockout Ryan Garcia's father guaranteed.
Interference, because we're going to have Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn in Vegas. We're going to have Canelo and Christian and Billy in Saudi Arabia. So time-wise, they'll both be able to see. You'll be able to see both. Canelo will go first in the morning, and then Ryan will go in the evening. But here he was on Jimmy Fallon. Let's take a listen.
We're going to announce it tonight.
Yes.
When is it, and what can you say about this fight?
I can say that we are fighting September 12th. It will be in Vegas.
Whew.
And the opponent, let's just say he's from the other side.
Yeah, so he obviously means across the pond.
Are you going to fight
He's across the pond. I'm sorry. Across the pond.
I thought maybe it was from outer space. Like, all right, this a lot of UFO talk and stuff like that, so I don't know if it was real.
Yeah, so there you go. I can't even show too much of the Tonight Show, but it was cool. It was cool to see that Ryan Garcia, got the spot on the Tonight Show. He also went on to say one of the big reasons this fight's happening is because things are personal.
Oscar De La Hoya said he is for Ryan Garcia 1,000%, And if Ryan wants this fight, then he will move every obstacle out of the way to make it happen. Oscar de la Hoya watched Henry Garcia put Conor Benn on notice at that press conference. And he knows that when a man's father stands publicly in front of his opponent and guarantees a knockout, the fighter behind that promise is not operating with any doubt in his mind. Oscar de la Hoya said it is going to be very interesting, and coming from a man who has been in the biggest fights in boxing history, that is not a throwaway line. That is a man who has seen what Ryan Garcia looks like when the motivation is completely personal and the fire inside him is fully burning.
I work for the fighter. Ultimately, if that's the fight Ryan wants, then we're gonna have to evaluate. We're gonna have to sit down and negotiate. And if that's the fight Ryan wants, then we have to make it. You know, I'm for the fighter 1,000%, but it's gonna be very.
Conor Benn said he wants to make history and create one of the most memorable nights boxing has ever seen. But Henry Garcia was standing at that very same press conference telling Benn directly that the only history being made on fight night is Ryan Garcia knocking him out cold in Las Vegas. Benn wants legacy. Benn wants people to remember the night forever. Henry Garcia agrees completely and promises they absolutely will remember it. Just not for the reason Conor Benn is standing there imagining right now.
Most memorable nights in boxing. You know, the ones where people go, God, what a fight, what a night. Something to remember, history made, legacy made. That's why I'm here, so whoever wants it can get it.
That's who you are, I have no doubt about it. But I asked a very direct question. This is first thing. He don't know me that well yet. Who do you want? Who's the guy?
Garcia.
That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear.
Brian Bomack admitted he barely paid attention to Conor Benn before this fight was made because Benn simply was not on the radar at this level. Brian Bomack has been in the corners of serious fighters throughout his career, and Conor Benn was not someone that demanded his attention until Henry Garcia put him on notice at that press conference and forced the entire boxing world to take this matchup seriously. Brian Bomack acknowledged Benn is a tough man, but toughness has never once stopped Ryan Garcia from delivering exactly what his father promised he would deliver on fight night.
You know, that's funny because, man, you asked me that question, and I really don't know him. I've probably seen him fight one time, and I just heard in the media that he's failed 2-3 drug tests, and that was it. You know, I never really paid no attention to him because he's over here, and I'm over there.
But you will be now. You'll have seen the first fight.
I've seen the first fight, and he's a tough.
Eddie Hearn said Conor Benn has no power at welterweight and looked far more dangerous and effective fighting at higher weight classes. That single sentence from Eddie Hearn destroys the central argument Benn has been making throughout this entire build-up. Benn said coming back to his natural weight makes him most dangerous. Eddie Hearn is saying the opposite is true. Henry Garcia stood at that press conference and guaranteed Ryan Garcia knocks Benn out, and Eddie Hearn is now telling you that the punch resistance and the power Benn is relying on simply will not be there when Ryan Garcia starts throwing his shots in Las Vegas on fight night.
I don't think he has any power down at that weight, and I think he looked much more effective and stronger up at mid.
Ryan Garcia repeated his promise, and this time there was nothing left to interpret or debate. Ryan Garcia is not coming to box Conor Benn. He is coming to end him completely, and he said it with the same absolute certainty that Henry Garcia carried when he stood at that press conference and put Conor Benn on notice in front of the entire boxing world. Henry Garcia guaranteed a knockout. Ryan Garcia is guaranteeing a stretcher. The Garcia family has made its position clear from every angle and every platform available, and Conor Benn has 1 week to prepare an answer for a level of violence that no press conference speech and no resume highlight can adequately prepare him for.
I promise you I'm leaving him in a stretcher. I promise you I'm leaving him in a stretcher. If I gotta bite his ass, I'm leaving him in a stretcher. If I gotta twist his arm and break his arm in the ring, I will. This is not a fight to me, dog. I mean, this is not a boxing match. This is a fight. I'm coming to destroy his life. And if you think I'm playing around, well, people have died.
So here is exactly where everything stands, and the picture could not be clearer. Henry Garcia walked into that press conference and told Conor Benn directly that his son is 100% and will knock him out. That was not a promotional line. That was a father who has watched Ryan Garcia train every day knowing what is coming on fight night in Las Vegas. Eddie Hearn says he cannot find a way Benn wins at welterweight. Carl Frock says Ben gets absolutely splattered. Gareth A. Davies fears the knockout is coming. Spencer Oliver says Ben's body has spent 4 years at a completely different weight class. And Ryan Garcia himself has promised to stretcher twice on camera with the kind of coldness that makes you believe every single word. Conor Benn wants to make history and create a legacy moment. Henry Garcia and Ryan Garcia are happy to give him a night people remember forever, just not the version Ben is dreaming of. The question is simple. Does Conor Benn somehow find a way to silence the Garcia family and shock Las Vegas, or does Henry Garcia's press conference guarantee become the most accurate prediction in British boxing history this year? Drop your answer in the comments right now. Are you backing Ryan Garcia to finish it exactly like his father promised, or does Conor Benn pull off the upset nobody in boxing saw coming? Tell us below.